Hello and welcome to class again. Previously, we started with the laws of indices, and we said that laws of indices is a fundamental law, one of the fundamental laws in mathematics that would help in solving many other topics in maths. We said indices previously, law of indices is or can be also said to be the law of exponents or the law of powers, referring to how the powers or the laws that governs exponents of powers. Now, we've also considered last week some of the laws. We looked at the product law, the quotient law, the power of a power law, and then the power of a quotient law. But before we go in, let's look at some keywords. So keywords, we have product, and we have quotient, and we have exponent. Now, product is what results when a number is multiplied by another. So the product is the result of multiplying one number by another. The quotient is the number that results when a number is divided by another. In other words, 1 is called the numerator. For example, we have 6 divided by 2. In this case, the 6 is called the numerator, and the 2 is called the denominator. It's called the numerator. Now, the number that results when you divide this is 3. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Now this 3 is called the quotient. So the quotient is the number that results with it. That's just a quick recap. And then exponent means the power by which a number is raised. For a number, for example, 2 is raised to the power of 3. The number by which 2 is raised, the number by which a number is raised. So 3 is the exponent of 2. Now, having known these important key terms now, because we always see the word product here, exponent here, and then we'll see quotient here. Now, let's take a look at this now. Now, the product law, we said the product law states that when multiplying numbers with the same base, as long as they have the same base, for example, you have A multiplied by A, or A raised to power M and A raised to power N. What you simply do is have A, use one of the base, use just one of the base, N going to be plus N. So you add the exponents, use one and add. Now the second one, we're still doing the recap, is the quotient law. The quotient is where one number divides the other. So it says that when two numbers, for example, you have A divided by A, but this one is raised to power M and this is raised to power N. What you do is just have it as, use a single base as A, but subtract the powers, the exponent, that's M minus N. This is what this is saying. That is for the quotient law. Now, the power of power law. Now, when we consider this, the last class, the power of power laws is when you have this. We're just doing a recap of what we did last week. The power of power law, you have as A raised to power M, also raised to power N. What does it mean? It means that A multiplied by N. That means when a number is raised to a power and that power is also raised to another power, what you do is this: you maintain the base but multiply the two powers. So that is the power of a power law. Now remember, of means times in mathematics many times. And then last week and the last class we also looked at power of a quotient. That is, for example, you have it like this. we have a quotient. We said a quotient is when you have a quotient is a resultant of dividing numerator by denominator. We have this, for example, as a let's bring it here, okay? Let me use the direction. A followed by B. Well, this is it. Now this law states that when two numbers, when you have a quotient, you spread the exponent to the both of them. So it says now save it as a raised to the power m divided by b raised to the power m in this case. So where you have this rule, it goes. Now, having done this in the last class, we'll delve straight into today's class. In today's class, we'll look at two of the laws because of time, the power of a product law, and then the zero exponent law. Now, what's the power of a product law? Simple. Look at it. Power of a product law. Product means when what results when you multiply two numbers. What results when you multiply two numbers? Product law. That means a product. What's a product? A product happens where you have A times B. Or let's say we remove the B. You know it's the same thing as saying A, B. Power of a product. Then what's the power here? The power is, for example, M. Power of a product law. Now, in this case, what would it be? It means you can separate them. It means each of the individual will have or can have the power. So this is A raised to the power M and times B raised to the power M. This is what the law states, that if you have a product raised to the power of raised to one exponent, you can separate each one of them with the product sign and then assign to them the various exponents. That's what that law states. Now, it says a product raised to a power equals to the product of each factor raised to the same power. Very simple. Now, looking at the next is the zero exponent law. This is very simple. The zero exponent law. Now, before I go in, let me attach. Let's do something with numbers. Let's assume A in case a square example. If A is equals to 2 and B is equals to 3 and let's say A is equals to 4, so I'll use the power 2 and then M is equals to 2. So let's go from here. We have A times B, or if you like remove the division put your dot if it's the same thing. It means A means 4 times B 3 to the power 2 is the same thing as having it as what? 4 raised to the power 2 times 3 raised to the power 2. Let's go. What is 4 raised to the power 2? 16. And what is 3 raised to the power 2? 9. So if you multiply 16 times 9, it will have the same value as when you have 12 times 3, 4 times 3, 12 raised to the power 2. So this 12 raised to the power 2 will give you what? 144. 16 times 4 will also give you 144. So that's what it means. So 16, so 4 in this case, so you see it, 4 times 3 raised to the power 2 is still the same thing as 4 raised to the power 2 times 3 raised to the power 2. 4 raised to the power 2 is 16 times 9. 16 times 9 is 144, and if you do it this other way, this 4 times 3, 12 raised to the power 2. 12 raised to the power 2 is 144. So you see, that's what the product says. This rule states. Now let's go to the last for this video, the zero exponent law. This is quite simple. Zero exponent law. I have it here. The zero exponent law says this. Zero exponents law. What that means is this: any number except 0 itself raised to power 0 is equals to 1. Any number raised to power 0 If you say 1 raised to the power 0 is equals to 1, 2 raised to the power 0 is equals to 1, or 3 raised to the power 0 is equals to 1, but not 0 raised to the power 0. It is not equals to 1, not equals to 1. So even if I have 99 raised to the power 0, it still equals to 1. If I have 10,000 raised to the power 0, every number is equals to 1. This is not degree, it is 0. So this is the zero exponent number, that zero exponent law, that any number raised to the power of 0 is equals to 1. I want to thank you. Now, you can do well for yourself to go back to the previous video to see what we've done in the previous class, and then you'll be able to continue from here. If you have a question, please do well to put in the comment section. Till we meet again next class. Thank you.